A brand new opening is here. The final season of My Hero Academia Episode 1 is currently airing in Japan, and while we wait for Episode 1 of this final season, the official My Hero Academia X account and Toho Animation's YouTube account both uploaded a brand new final season opening. The band that started it all with the first opening comes back with this final season opening. Deku and All Might are covered in a blue tint, while Shigaraki and All For One are covered in a red tint, showing that both sides support the light and the darkness. But even though they are covered in blue and red overlays to represent the good and the bad, that's the only color. It's just black and white for the first half, showcasing us that even though we saw this show at the beginning as the heroes being the good guys and the villains being the bad guys, the show became far more morally grey in the whole what makes a hero and what makes a villain. Are villains really bad? Are heroes really good? It is our choices that define who we are, far more than our abilities. That was quoted by Dumbledore. Then we have a shot of what appears to be baby All Might standing in front of what appears to be his mother or older sister. So are we going to get an All Might backstory in this final season? As well as that, you also have what appears to be a younger All For One with his younger brother, the first One For All users as little children. Looking at the environment they are in, they did seem to grow up in poverty because there's no window in front of them and their clothes look tattered and torn. Colors on the All Might and All For One backstories representing that children are sponges to their environments. They soak up their surroundings. All Might seemingly in this flashback has a bright, colorful, happy childhood with hope and wonder, while All For One has a dark, gloomy, bleak childhood. I'm an anime only, I don't know what's going to happen in this final season, but I do like how the main symbol of peace and the symbol of destruction are both going to have backstories in this final season. The final backstories for MHA. We have a shot of Nana looking like she is regretting her decisions. I do feel bad because she did want to be a hero and save and help people, but being a One For All user meant that she could not spend any more time with her family, and that caused a really dark chain reaction. If she had never done that, then maybe her son would never have resented heroes, and maybe Shigaraki would never have grown up in a pretty toxic household. It's interesting that the other memory flashback backstory image we get is of Eraserhead and present Mike's friend who turned into that villain Kuroguri. I wonder if there is more to that story with that character. Regardless, the rest of this opening is filled with some amazing action animation sequences. Openings tend to have some pretty stellar movie-like animation that never really represents what the entire season would end up looking like, but in rare cases like Demon Slayer, the openings actually match up with what the art and animation looks like in the actual episodes. So I do wonder for this final season, will Studio Bones end up matching the absolutely insane opening sequence that I am seeing in this opening because of the art and animation looks like this in the actual episodes? I will be very satisfied indeed. This entire shot, however, has left me perplexed. What does this all mean? What are these vines slash skeletons that are forming a mountain? I think the glowing light is of course Deku charging up his powers, as all of his friends seem to be reaching out to Deku. But even though I don't know the ending of My Hero Academia, this final shot of Deku and Shigaraki fighting, the way it's colored and lit up shows me that Deku may end up winning this battle and potentially saving Shigaraki. The opening began with Deku and All Might covered in blue light and Shigaraki and All For One covered in red, standing in a grayscale landscape, and the series ends with both Deku and Shigaraki illuminated in color. The whole concept of Deku potentially saving Shigaraki from the darkness is reminding me of Beyblade Metal Fusion with the battle of Jinga versus Ryuga. But unlike Beyblade Metal Fusion, My Hero Academia seems to be diving deeper into the more morally grey areas within human beings. Will Deku be able to reach into Shigaraki's soul and save the poor unfortunate soul that is the little boy deep within Shigaraki? As we see a shot of Deku and Shigaraki about to punch, but then that punch turns into a reaching out and they both de-age and revert back to their childlike selves. Because as kids we are all innocent innocent, but it is the outside world that influence us. And maybe deep down Shigaraki is screaming out for help. Who knows, we just got to wait and see, but overall this opening is incredibly majestic. The visuals are absolutely stunning in my opinion, and the meanings really profound. A great song as well. I will be here every week talking about My Hero Academia when the episodes come out. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of all of this? Do you like or hate the opening? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more My Hero Academia videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Thank you for watching. The second boy dude signing out.